this graph is for you, okay? If you're looking to sell a home, a very common question that I get is, if I own my home, can I reliably assume that I'm going to be able to continue building that equity, that appreciation in my other home? And while some areas, regardless of the city, do see a little bit of stagnation in their value and their appreciation, there are areas that continue to grow at the same rate. Overall, every year the government keeps track of all those sales in every city, every sale, and then they aggregate it, and then they release the graphs like this, information like this, for us to review. And so, as you can see, this is a 20-year span, and from 2004 all the way to 2024, we have seen an increase of potential equity for a home. So that if you bought a home 2004, you should have seen an average maybe about 147% increase of appreciation in that property. And then from last year, from 2023 to 2024, we almost had the same increase. We had 7%, 7.6% on 2023, and then in 2024 we had the same, almost the same, a little bit shy of 7.6% in 2024. For 2025, for this year that we're in right now, we are expecting at least a 6% increase again. After the COVID quarantine time, where we saw that spike, this past 2-3 years, we have seen the appreciation stabilize itself, but we are still seeing those increases. If we were to get all that aggregate and give you an average of the expected minimum increase appreciation, is going to be 3.9. So the average annual appreciation, considering all the 20 years, has been 3.9. And that's considering the drops and the increases. And so assuming that you own a home and that you're asking yourself, I haven't really maintained my home. It's a normal home. I occupy my house. Is it worth for me to sell it instead of fixing it or upgrading it or investing more into it, adding more square footage, what have you? Or should I just take all that potential equity and roll it over into another house and then increase and take advantage of that equity uptrend? This graph tells you that you can reliably sell your home and then start that equity appreciation on another property. And that's something that a lot of investors do. There comes a time, especially if you've owned your property for a while, where it's more suitable for you to sell the property than to reinvest into maintaining it. And so, that's part of how the economics of the housing work. So especially if you have owned your home for a while, and you're thinking about maybe upgrading, maybe buying a bigger home, maybe lifestyle has changed, or it's just time, your home is about needing a lot of maintenance. This graph shows us that it is a reliable assumption to sell a home and then write that equity somewhere else. And so if you work with me as a seller, this is one of the 3 reports that I explain and I evaluate with you. The other one being the CMA. The CMA is a property specific analysis on the value of that property, of that home. And it's comparable to what a bank appraisal would be. So I tell you, low, medium, and higher range of where your home could land as far as appraisal value from either the buyer and their lender, or other realtors. And then the third report or review is what I call the real estate review, and that is almost like the CMA, but it's not specific to the property. My real estate review, what it does is it evaluates your immediate community, your neighborhood, your development, your subdivision, so that we know just how much in demand that community is. So that then with the CMA and then the real estate review, we're able to couple them and then make a good strategy, come to a good strategy that helps you take advantage of the potential appreciation, maximize the equity when you sell it, and then maximize the equity when you buy another property. So those 3 in conjunction helps me, if your home was on a shelf, right? It helps me help your property stand out from within that shelf. And obviously pricing is one of them, as well as the timing, and then the expectation for you knowing how long is the house going to take. If you are military, for example, and we are working under the pressure of the PCS season, limited time or limited equity, if you bought your home not long ago, these 3 reports are helpful. I'm only showing the one, Today I'm only going over the appreciation in our city. But with the three reviews, we're able to then make a plan depending on the urgency of where we're in the low, medium, and higher range to start pricing the home at when we sell it. So I hope this helps you. If you have any questions, if you want a review of your community, send me a message and include your email and it could be either the address of the home or just the cross streets for that community or subdivision that you want the review on. And then if you do want a CMA, then provide me with the address and an email address. And then what I'll do is I'll generate it, I'll calculate everything, and then I'll send it over to you for free. This is a service that I do for my community, and in some cases you can even use this to protest taxes at the end of each year. If the report shows that your home could be worth less than what you're being taxed on, then you share this with the city CAD and protest taxes accordingly. So if you're looking to sell a home, buy a home, or protest taxes, one of my three reports should help you in determining what your next best move is. So if you have any questions, please send me a message, call me, or text me. I am here to help you. Thank you. Bye.